Rollins College is known for its beautiful campus, small class sizes, and close-knit community. On the surface, it seems like an ideal college setting, but beneath that image lies an experience that is often overlooked. An experience shaped by being one of the few. For Black students at Rollins, navigating this predominantly white institution comes with challenges that extend beyond the classroom. The reality of being Black at a PWI is complex, with many moments of isolation, resilience, and the need for community.
I would describe my experience as a Black student at Rollins College really interesting because it was a really big culture shock coming to a school that was like all white.
Then you think like, well, this is really a place for me because it feels like a place for me sometimes. And other times it's like I'm creating a place for myself because I deserve to be here.
If I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, the consequences on me as a Black student would be more dire than it would for any of my white peers.
I spoke with Black students at Rollins about their experiences and the challenges they face navigating a space that wasn't necessarily built for them.
My biggest challenge as like a student of color at a predominantly white institution is, I would say, just maybe relating to the people.
It's hard to find a solid group because there's not many of us that are look like you or who act like you, so you have to find your space there. So that's been a little bit of trouble.
It does get pretty isolating here. Like, even though I know I can like have some type of connection with my white peers, it's still not the same as like having a bunch of Black students on the campus that understands what I'm talking about.
Some students have faced more than isolation. They've experienced microaggressions and discrimination that often goes unaddressed, even when reported.
I would say the biggest way I've seen it was just like flat out racism was my freshman year, first semester, third week of school.
My freshman year, there was a lot of horrible situations going on in the dorms.
It was during my first semester here.
My professor is talking about how terms have turned from negative and they've been reclaimed to be a positive outlook and stuff. And she says the N-word, like just flat out, not saying the N-word, but actually says it twice.
There were these two girls who were drunk, and I was like getting on or off the elevator, and then like one just straight up just called me the N-word, and I was like, whoa.
The professor himself kind of like, you could just tell, treated me differently, and I was the only Black person in the classroom.
I'm not only the darkest student, but I'm the only non-white student.
I always got really bad grades, and even though I would compare it to one of the students that I was friends with.
I went after looking for the girl, but she like went into the elevator and closed it as soon as possible.
We noticed that we did the same assignment when we were paired up as a partner. And yeah, she got a 99 and I got a 54.
When you think of situations like, oh, what if a white person says the N-word to you? You think about, oh, I'm going to go off of them. I'm going to fight them. I'm going to do all this stuff. But in the moment, it's like you're kind of just in shock and you're frozen.
I was just angry, but then I became like really sad and upset and just really depressed by it.
And so eventually I had to drop the class because I felt like he was being very discriminatory towards me.
At the end of the school year, I get an email saying that nothing's going to happen to her. She's going to continue teaching, and it's just going to be on file that it happened. So if it happens again, they'll do something.
Despite the many challenges, Black students at Rollins have built spaces where they can be seen, heard, and supported. The Black Student Union has been at the forefront of this effort. Through cultural events, advocacy, and creating a sense of belonging, BSU has transformed the Black student experience.
One way that BSU has impacted my experience is putting most majority of the Black people on this campus in one space, in one room, so that we can all be together and see each other.
They really helped like cultivate being able to be comfortable in your skin, even if people are going to look at you a little bit different because your hair is different.
It really surprised me with how welcoming everyone is and how many things that I related to with the different Black students on campus in BSU.
While progress has been made, Black students at Rollins continue to push for change. For future Black students considering Rollins or any other PWI, the experience is not without challenges, but there are ways to make these spaces your own.
Some advice I would give to students who want to attend a predominantly white institution in the future would be to just go for it. Honestly, like, you shouldn't see the institution as a PWI. You should more see it as just an institution.
Have a community of Black students. Like, go to the BSU meetings, even though you're gonna feel like you're at first isolated and stuff, and like, oh, you're not Black enough to go to a BSU meeting. That's not true at all.
Really think through your decision and look at how many Black students are here and try to reach out to those Black students to see what their experiences are like, because a lot of times when you tour places or you see things online, they're only posting the polished version and the best of the best.
There is no space that's not for you. Every space is for you, and you need to create space for yourself sometimes. And unfortunately, sometimes that's not a very comfortable situation to be in, but the uncomfortability will help you progress and also help people behind you who maybe aren't as strong as you and need help or need a path to follow the path that you created for them.